The wind howled through the trees, sending shivers down Sarah's spine as she walked along the narrow, fog-covered path. The forest was eerily quiet, save for the occasional creak of a branch above her. She had taken this route many times before, but tonight felt different. The moon hung low, casting strange, elongated shadows that seemed to move with a life of their own. As Sarah neared the old abandoned house at the edge of the woods, a chill ran through her. It had been empty for years, its windows boarded up, its walls sagging under the weight of time. Yet tonight, the house seemed alive. A faint light flickered behind one of the boarded windows, though she knew no one lived there. Heart pounding, she quickened her pace, her footsteps muffled by the damp earth beneath her feet. As she reached the front door, it creaked open slowly, as if inviting her inside. Against her better judgment, Sarah stepped over the threshold. The air inside was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Cobwebs hung from the corners of the room, and the floorboards groaned under her weight. But what caught her attention wasn't the state of the house, it was the faint whispering. Low, unintelligible murmurs came from the darkness. "Hello," she called out, her voice trembling. The whispering stopped. Her breath hitched as she heard something scuttling across the floor behind her. She spun around, but there was nothing there. Only shadows that seemed to stretch and contract, as though they were watching her. Then, from the corner of her eye, she saw it. A figure, standing at the top of the stairs, its face hidden in the shadows. "Leave," it rasped, its voice like gravel scraping against metal. Frozen with fear, Sarah couldn't move. The figure stepped closer, its feet making no sound on the old wooden steps. As it neared, its face emerged from the darkness. A grotesque, hollow visage, eyes black as night, mouth twisted into a grotesque grin. "Leave, or stay forever," it whispered again. Without thinking, Sarah turned and bolted out of the house, running as fast as she could. The forest seemed to close in around her, trees reaching out like skeletal hands, but she didn't dare look back. When she finally reached the edge of the woods, gasping for breath, she stumbled into the clearing and saw the house again. The same light flickered in the window, the same whispers echoed in the air. But this time, she realized something far more terrifying. The house hadn't been behind her when she ran. It had never been in front of her either. It had always been standing beside her, right there in the clearing. The figure, standing just inside the doorway, waved slowly,